Hello, my friends. So welcome to yet another special episode of Heart and Hustle. And I'm here with my beautiful friend from Australia, Nina Martinez.
Hello, everyone.
And we are here to talk more about the gathering, the Global Caravan Dance Company's global event that's happening the beginning of November. So, which we're all kind of over the moon about because it's a virtual event. It's the first time we've done anything to this extreme and this extent because we've always done these in person. You know,
Yes.
I used to host 5-day dance and music workshops up in Portland. And then we've traveled around the world together, teaching workshops and having events, which has also been great. And you know, connecting with our tribes in different places. But now we have tribes all over the world. And we're so excited about being able to bring all the dancers together for this event. Some of it is going to be live and some of it's pre-recorded because we're all on crazy different time zones. And like right now it's in the afternoon for me and it's in the morning tomorrow for Nina. So good morning, Nina.
Afternoon, Paulette.
We're so excited. Oh yeah, I guess I should say that I'm Paulette Rees-Denis. I didn't introduce myself.
Everyone knows who you are now, Paulette.
No. Well, so and if you don't know who I am, I have innovated and I run this global dance company with this dance style called Global Caravan Tribal Belly Dance. And it really is a dance for all women, all ages, all sizes, and it's based on the feminine divine. And it's done usually as a group. So there's the magic of the gathering, right? There's a magic in the circle. So Nina, what do you think about all that?
Well, I was explaining to someone the other day how we used to travel every year or nearly every year to either go for, intensives or our last one was in Hawaii for the summit. And, it's the same thing. So instead of us all traveling to one point, which is amazing, by the way.
Totally amazing.
Yeah, this really opens up for more people to gather in one place, to experience more teachers. And with the opening ceremony and the live chats, it's an opportunity for all the different students around the world to meet all the master teachers and the global caravan dancers, and you in particular, because a lot of particularly here in Australia, you haven't been here for a little while and people haven't met you in person. So I think I said this is a great opportunity to meet, you, the American dancers, the European teachers as well, and communicate and connect virtually, because this is kind of what we do now.
Yeah, right.
And
well,
it's
the new normal.
It's the new normal, yeah. And I think I see in the threads of stories that are going out in the conversations how people are going, oh, can I join? Do I have to be a GC dancer? It's like, no, you can be. And even in Australia here, I've had a few inquiries about, oh, is it okay if I join in? I say, yeah, I think you'll get so much benefit and you will really delve into some of the mystery and the magic of what we do and how we do it. And then, when we go and do workshops in person, people then have a really good idea and a good foundation of what we do and how we do it.
Yeah. I love that you said the mystery and the magic, because it's so what it is. And especially if you are somewhat unfamiliar with it, when you see us dance together, it is mysterious. It's like, how did you all do that? Right.
I'm still in love with myself when I see myself and my girls dancing. I mean, I'll put something on from class and I was like, wow, I just like, how do we do that? Why is it so beautiful? And I was watching when I was listening to you and Misha talk, it is that synchronicity. And I guess it's, it's like the flight of birds or the fishes or, whatever. There's this poetry in motion that you get when everyone is in time. And that connection, beautiful connection between ourselves. So yes, I love it.
The thing that's really important about that, and I think we did talk about this the other day though, is that to be able to fall into that place of synchronicity is to let go of the ego. It's not about the solo person. It's about the group dynamic. It's about the group magic. And it's when you use your eyes as well as your body, right?
Yes.
So what we teach is a language, and right now there are as many dialects of that language, and we can talk about that too. But you learn a language, and then you watch each other so you know what's happening by using
it's kind of
eyes.
Yeah, I call it scanning. I'm like continually scanning the dancer myself, and also there is that visual thing we have to connect with, but it's also to be in that synchronicity at that level. You also have to be very good in your technique, knowing what your moves are, and just those and transitions, and that's what my workshop is about. It's called the Graceful Goddess, and it's about being strong in your body but still elegant and flowy, knowing the moves and not rushing your dance, taking your time, taking the breath, and also as part of, I know how you've always said this as a lifestyle dance or lifestyle format, bringing a little bit of that, slow it down, take a breath in your life. So when you do come to class, you have that kind of, that like centering and groundedness in your life, not just at that an hour dance class, but in your whole life. Just don't rush everything. Don't be so busy. Am I ranting?
Task. Oh, I love that.
I know.
I love that. And it is a lifestyle, because when you learn how to be in this dance and you use your body as your tool, well, movement is energy. Movement is creating magic. It's changing your state, right? So how many times has someone come to your class and said, oh, I feel like crap, I'm so tired, and by the end of the class they're flying high?
It's just like such a different energy. Like for an hour and a half, there's like this shift, such a weight shift. The shoulders are down, the energy is in, and then there's this like, it's all about the breath and the movement and well, the magic. I know the magic in the circle, but there's just such a beautiful kind of dynamism that you get from dance. And yes, it's about the breath, being present, and also just like you say, letting go. Like in that class, you just let everything go. There's a happiness that you bring.
Well, and because you've let go of your ego, but you're also being super present. So
definitely,
when we dance, it's like nothing else exists. It's
the other thing is you kind of don't have much time to be thinking about other things.
Exactly.
You really got to be on. Like, I don't know, my class is pretty snappy, because I know I've learned from you. There's no kind of hanging back, taking it easy. You are on, and it's moving, and you have to keep up. We call it in the bicycle lane. If you're not keeping up, you're over in the bicycle lane. And you've got to be on. You've got to know your stuff. So yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So Nina's workshop is on the first day of the event, which is Wednesday in the US, Thursday in Australia, because we really timed this to be a 5-day event, but we're taking into consideration the northern and the southern hemispheres of the globe, which is so freaking cool.
Because we have master teachers and dancers all around the world. And yes, I think it's lovely that this used to be quite, I don't know if this is something we can talk about, but, it used to be quite American centered. it was very much migration or a pilgrimage. We would go to the States, whether it was to your festival or to other festivals for training. And now it is very much a global dance, and different centers around the world have expanded and blossomed. So
I know, and
yeah,
it's so beautiful, and that's one of the things I love so much. Some people have said to me, because I'm semi-retired from
oh
performing
yeah,
and teaching, and
yeah,
I'll never
yeah.
go away completely. But what's really important to me, especially in this type of event, is that I have trained all of these beautiful master teachers and dancers, and I have given each one of you space to grow and expand through the dance. So we still have the same language. But you're an artist, Nina. You're not going to be like me. And I don't want you to be like me. You're you, and you have a beautiful expression and a way of moving, which is so beautiful and so important. And that's what I love so much about all of our teachers. Have their own dialect. They have
Yes,
their own tribes. They all teach, but it's still based in this beautiful common language, right? I
absolutely.
see your puppy dog behind you. uh, Mine was just under my feet.
Yes, I really feel that this is I'm saying beneficial, but that's not the word I'm looking for. I just feel it's as a dance form, as an art form, we are not allowed, but permitted and given free reign to be our own artist in our dance, and not to be held back, just be, I don't know, the artist, the dancer as an artist as well.
Dance is a
Absolutely.
living, breathing art form, and it should stay
Yeah.
that way, and it will grow and evolve and expand, and that's the beauty in it. But it's still based on this root structure, right?
Absolutely. I mean, we have a festival here in Cairns, and I think just in July, we had 11 different tribes represented, and or groups. And even though we were mainly doing the GC repertoire moves, everyone that performed that night brought just their own special flavor to their and their tribe. And I don't know, it just makes me so
glorious.
It just makes me so proud and happy that I'm really part of this tribe and part of this dance.
Yeah, so beautiful. It's so beautiful and so important, because I don't want anyone to look like me. I don't want all of us to look the same, but it's still based in that common language. And that's important. And so, you said earlier that some people were saying, well, if I don't do GC, can I attend? It's like, well, of course you can. There is something for everyone in this. This is about dance. This is about art. This is about connection here, as well as connection with each other.
Absolutely. And I really feel that, GC has become a real standalone dance form, its own dance culture, and we have this amazing moves. We have this format, this structured format that we do. We have rules within our dance, of course, to make it work. But I really, and we have so many different aspects to our dance that make it so interesting, that I think other people coming in can grab bits of this dance and take it to their group, and then maybe they go, I might want more of that, and then take classes. That's my hope. I mean, you can't help but become addicted to our dance. As you can tell, I'm totally in love with this dance. But yeah, definitely.
So, Nina, tell everybody a little bit more of your history with me.
I was introduced to you by a lady called Leighton Haddon Casey back in 2006. You came here by invitation by us, because we were sort of floundering around, not knowing what to do. And you know, and so you came here and did a couple of workshops. We sort of fell in love. Well, I fell in love with your style and you and what you were doing. I guess it's a very subtle thing, and but you respond to it immediately if you've got it. You know, I don't know. There's this kind of this thing, and then I did some training with you. I went to Melbourne with your first teacher training in Australia, which was in 2006. Met some amazing other ladies there. I very much felt the young chicken in that group, and not on youth wise, I'm just in teaching level, because it was very early days, and just to be you know, with you coming every year then, and just garnering bit by bit how to be a teacher, how to be a dancer, and you know, getting into your lifestyle kind of ethic was very important, and I could really see the clear vision that you had. 2010, you invited me to go to the US to attend my first Tribal Fest in Sebastopol, which was very harrowing, but life-changing moment, one of those kind of pivotal points. And yeah, we somehow along the line, I started becoming a master teacher and just taking a little bit more responsibility in Australia for this dance and my vision for this dance here as well. And no, we have connected more over the years, going back to the States, having more training with the other circle of ladies I was training with in San Francisco. Oh my God, we had so many amazing days and trainings in San Francisco, and yeah, just building on every year, becoming stronger and stronger, and then for myself, passing that knowledge on to other teachers here in Australia, and then making the connections stronger here, building up that base, that really good solid base. I kind of feel I need that support of the teachers as well, just to it's kind of teamwork to a degree, you know. I mean, you know that, you know, you can't, if you're a leader, and I have honored that title for myself. If you are a leader, you need to have, it has been a little while, but it's so important to have a good team, and just the teachers and the women here have really stood up, and then, you know, then their dancers come through, and I don't know, it's just a beautiful circle we live in.
It is, and you know, it brings so much joy and so much well-being. And again, there's the lifestyle, right? So how do you think your life has changed, or your lifestyle has changed? How would you incorporate that?
Well, as you know, my lifestyle is pretty awesome, just to start with, but through dance, I would not have been quite so fit. I would not be quite so outgoing or confident. I wouldn't be quite so maybe weird, like not that I'm a real weirdo, but just, you know, it's okay to be not normal. I've always appreciated a sense of beauty, so I love bringing that sense of beauty to the lifestyle and the dance.
Yeah.
How's this changed my life? I
Well,
guess,
it's also
you know,
become
it's kind of my whole life. I mean, I have a studio called My Temple. I make all costumings for people all around the world now. It's an intrinsic part of my life. I can't separate
right
my dance life and my other life. Well, it's meshed.
Right.
It really
Well,
is
to me,
meshed.
it's women supporting women, women
Mm.
supporting women's businesses. And that's always a big thing that I love to teach, is that you've made this
Yeah,
your business, you know,
it's totally like,
and,
yeah,
and you make money from your business. And that's really important for women to be empowered,
totally.
step into their power and step into their creativity and their creative zone of genius, and to be okay to do what they love as a business and make an income from it, because so many women are so fearful of that. And so that's one of the biggest things that I'm so proud of, is helping everyone develop their business sense and their ability to make their way in the world, you know, doing what they love.
I think, Paulette, I think you do give clarity there. I think people overthink it. For me, fear of what I'm doing or how I'm going to do it is always compromises where I'm going. And I just need to, I've always just now set that aside. That's one of the things when you're teaching is, you know, fear is so, it can choke me up even thinking of it now, but let your fear of not accomplishing it go, or not doing something, or being afraid to do something, let that go and go forward, because you might fail, but you just go sideways and do something else. Or sometimes that little bit of a setback can put you on a journey somewhere else. And that's kind of what happened to me with dance. You know, I had a few other things I had been doing previous to dance, and then I'd never danced before I was really 27 when I started dancing. I mean, you know, I like to dance on the disco floor, but
and that's the beauty of this dance too, is that it really is for all ages. It's really just a beautiful women-centric, and that doesn't mean men can't do it at all, but it's women-centric.
I think with that, it's the traditions based in those women's dances that comes through. I mean, sure, we are contemporary form, but those sort of moves and stuff have been danced and expressed by women for so many centuries,
Yes.
if not millennia. So we have that in our bodies. So yes, of course, men can do them, but as women, I feel we feel that very intrinsic centeredness when we dance.
Absolutely. And that's the other thing too, is that it really is based in ancient traditions and rituals that we know of, yet it's still for the modern woman.
Absolutely. You know, it's so easy to create that circle, and that inner circle where you're facing in. That's my special time. You know, it's a very simple ritual, a very simple kind of ceremony, but it's kind of innate. And people that even come, you know, maybe they're beginning class, and you turn this in, and there's that sense of wonder. Is like, I don't really know what we're doing here, but I love it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what from the very beginning, that's what people would say to me. Is like, I don't know what you're doing, but I want some of it. It's like, come on.
Yeah, just follow me. Yes. So yes, it has all that lovely ritualistic and healing energy. And it's not deep. It just touches you. It just touches you like a butterfly in your heart. You know, you're just like, oh, that made me feel so good. And I think that's another thing. People come in from class and their daily grind. Yes. And they come to class and they have this beautiful feeling. I can't really even explain what it is, but it is a type of magic energy.
Yes. It's moving energy. It's changing your state, and it's being in the moment.
Yes, it's just yeah. And there's excitement. You get this excitement when you dance.
Yeah.
You know?
So fun.
So fun.
So fun.
So yes, that's what I'm going to do a little bit of that stuff for my workshop. It will be for beginning, and then I'm going to have it so that there'll be some levels, so more experienced dancers can join in. And are we really enjoying to teach it.
Yeah, that's great. That's beautiful. And I think that's also another thing is that with all the 12 master teachers and dancers who are teaching, there's levels for everybody. And
Yes.
some of it might be stuff you already know, and some of it may be stuff you've never known or never seen before. It might be hard or might be easy. And that's, it's all part of the process of learning.
But
Right.
that's what you normally get at normal workshops anyway.
Right.
We've thrown into, I mean, sometimes that's why it's great to go to a festival or whatever. You do workshops that you have no idea what they're about. So it's the same. Except this time you can download it and play it again.
That's right. So there were some questions, and I know some of your students had other questions. I think that we've been covering them, but so it's a 5-day festival, and every day there'll be pre-recorded workshops released for you. So wherever you are in the world, you can get them and download them and keep them and do them on your own time. So those are pre-recorded. Then there's going to be some live chat sessions, because when you get to know me, you know that I love to talk. And it's really important that we have this kind of conversation together. It's really important that we talk together. It's not just dance. It's about heart and soul and, emotional and physical and spiritual. So it's really important that we do have those live talks. And that's also getting to meet each other. So you've got your pre-recorded, you've got some live stuff. We've got an opening ceremony. We've got a closing ceremony. And what else? What else? Any other questions you can think of, Nina?
Not off the top of my head, not those sort of questions. I think that's kind of covered. And as we go on, more and more information will be released. And if anyone has any questions, please just contact any of us.
Yeah.
And so it's really super exciting.
So today is in the US, it's the 14th of September, where Nina is the 15th. But you still have till the 15th, my time, to get in on early bird pricing. So even if it's the 16th in Australia, you can still get in on the early bird pricing, which is super amazing. Seriously, $150
very well priced
for all of this, all 5 days of this. And then it goes up to $207, I believe, which is still an amazing price. So even if you miss out on the early bird pricing, think of all the goodness. You're getting 12 workshops and then some. And there's every morning there's going to be tribal groups, workouts. I forgot to mention that, which is going to be super cool. You get introduced to tribal grooves, which is a workout edition of Global Caravan. And then the opening ceremonies and the live chats. So it's just, this is like Misha said, this is our first time to do it this way. But I think,
I was just wondering, will you have a Facebook page just for the gathering?
Yes. So we're going to have a Facebook page. If you're not on Facebook, all I can do is email you.
Okay.
And so, and that'll be starting, that won't start until about a week before. I've already sent out some introductory emails to the people who've already purchased, which is great. So the tribe's growing. It's very cool. And Nina, thank you. You're so awesome. And I can't wait for all of you guys to meet Nina if you haven't already. She is the queen of Australia, of Global Caravan in Australia. She's a gorgeous teacher and a beautiful soul, as you can see. And you can see why I'm so in love with her and having her part of this big circle, which is just, continues to blow my mind. And just the fact that we can do this, I have to keep really? Is this real? I'm pinching myself.
It is real. It's very real.
Yeah, so cool. So cool. So again, if you have any questions, please let any of us know. And, get your registration in, and we can't wait to dance with you.
Yeah. Just sign up, guys.
Yeah. and if you can't, the other thing some people have asked is well, if I can't be there during the live chats because I'm sleeping, it's okay, it's all recorded anyway. You're gonna get it. You have a week after the program to get everything downloaded. That's the only caveat here, is like you only have a week to download everything. So a month from now, you can't get it.
Yeah,
so,
that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fantastic.
So cool beans.
Cool beans. Can't wait to meet you guys out there.
Yeah. Nina, thank you for sharing time with me. It's so beautiful to see you. And all you guys out there, thank you again for listening and sharing some space with us as we talk about the gathering. It's at the beginning of November 9th through the 13th. And it's all on the Global Caravan Dance website at www.globalcaravandance.com. And then I think y'all know where to find me. All right, many blessings. Mwah. Dance with passion.
Dance with grace.
Yeah.